What's going on, fam? Real quick, you know, a lot of us don't understand that the emotional support is very important in your relationship and your marriage. And you don't realize it. You don't realize that they need your support in every area. But the problem is that you have an issue with supporting them. And this is something that me and a friend of mine, we was talking about. And one of the things that he was saying was anytime that he does bring something to her attention, which is his wife, she seems to clam up. She seems to have issues emotionally. It's like she gets frustrated. She gets mad, and it's like, if I can't talk to my best friend, then who can I talk to? If I can't talk to her about my issues that I'm having within myself, my struggles on my job, my struggles in my personal life, then why are we together? Why is it that I can't talk to you about the things that I deal with? And then when I do talk about what I deal with, it frustrates you and it makes you mad. And you wonder why in the world I don't want to talk to you about the things that bothers me. Wrote down some stuff or whatever. We're going to talk about that. We're going to vibe a little bit. I ain't going to be on here long with y'all, but it's going to be real quick and simple. Anytime we talk about emotional needs and relationships, they are very vital. They're important. It's impossible to have a great, successful relationship if the person that you're involved with cannot talk about their issues. We don't want to fill certain places in people's lives, but we don't want nobody else to fulfill it. And we wonder why people step outside of their relationships to talk to other females. I'm talking about men. Why women talk to other men, because we're not supportive of them emotionally. And we wonder why in the world they have stepped out. Now, I know you all are saying, well, that doesn't give them a reason to step out, but you're pushing them away. And I'm not saying that I'm not an advocate for, supporting people that run out here and cheat and think that because the person is not giving them what they want, they need to cheat. No, I'm not saying that. And I'm not saying that they're right for doing that. But you're not making things no better for not being supportive of them. And you wonder why they talk to other people, because you're not playing your role in their life. You want to play the wife role. You want to play the husband role. You want to play the girlfriend role, the boyfriend role. But you cannot support them emotionally. And you wonder why they have so many issues. And why they're so frustrated and upset, because they don't have an outlet. Yeah, go talk to a therapist. Yeah, go talk to the pastor. Yes, go talk to this person. Yes, go talk to that person. But if they can't talk to you, that's where the issue comes in. Because you're saying, I'm not your therapist. I'm your wife. I'm your husband. You marry me, and I can't help you with everything. I can't help you emotionally with everything. So what part can you play emotionally? What kind of support system can you be if they're expecting you to be their best friend? And you can't get mad if you cannot play your role. You can't get upset. We all have a role to play. We all have a position to play in this thing called life. And we need people in our life that's able to play their role. You got too many people that want to be in your life that don't want to play their role, and we wonder what the problem is. The problem is that you got too many people wanting to play a role in your life that's not really playing their role, and you're being frustrated because now they want to be your best friend, but they only want to be your best friend to a certain point. They want to be your husband, want to be your wife, they want to be your girlfriend, boyfriend, but they only want to play that role when they want to, when they're available. So, can you meet their needs? One of the questions you got to ask yourself. Emotionally, can you meet their needs? Are you available to meet their needs? These are the questions you got to ask yourself. But expect them to stick around when you cannot meet them emotionally or physically. You want them to stick around. You want them to be supported. You want them to support you, but you can't support them. Now, the question is that I need you to figure out for yourself, because now we're talking about being emotionally connected to somebody. Are you available to yourself? Are you available to yourself? Can you support yourself emotionally? Are you available for yourself to be able to do what you got to do for yourself before they can actually do the role they want to play in your life? Because the problem is that we want people to help us when we are not helping ourselves. And this becomes draining. Because now you're trying to play God in their life. You're trying to play the therapist, the pastor, the life coach in their life, when they can't even handle the necessary things in their own personal life. And we wonder why we have so many issues, because we're not even available to ourselves. We haven't even dealt with our own issues. So how are you going to meet someone else's needs if you can't even meet your own needs? Emotionally available, you all, it's vital. It's very important in every relationship. And the problem is that too many people shut down because they don't have nobody to speak to and talk to. But if they can't talk to the person they love, then what good is the relationship or marriage? How is it going to grow? How are you all going to move forward? Oh yeah, some people will stick around and still play their role. They'll still play the husband. They'll pay the bills. They cut the grass. You know, they'll make love to you. They'll do all these things. But then there's going to be a point within their life that they're going to become so draining, and so at a place to where they're saying, I don't know how much more I can take because you're not meeting my emotional needs. And it's sad to say, some people physical needs are not even being met. You want to be involved in a relationship. You want to be with a person, and you know they have a high sex drive. And you can't even meet them, their high sex drive, and you wonder why in the world they're frustrated. They're frustrated because you're not there for them physically. We have a lot of responsibility, you all. Everybody wants this relationship. They want the marriage. They want all these things. But in order to incorporate everything into one, we have to be able to communicate our issues, communicate our wants and our needs, so that we can grow together and we can actually be happy. So I need you all to think about that, all right? Last but not least, always remember there's a moment in your life. God is bigger than this moment, and that's the reason why we got to continue to press. Have a blessed and wonderful day.